Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Square Sports coming back with another video. Today it is just me. I'm at college, of course, like you probably can't notice, but I am at college. And me and Nick are really busy. We have a lot of stuff we're doing, and that's why we have been inactive. Hopefully that'll change very soon, but for right now, school's about to start. We've been preparing and just, helping out freshmen, stuff like that. Regular college stuff, but I am back today to talk about the NBA matchups that will be here. So I'm just going to start. It's going to be hopefully not a long video. I'm hopefully going to keep it pretty short. Sorry if you hear any noises. It's pretty loud where I am just because of where I'm located on campus. I'm right by a stairwell, so that's kind of why. My computer also is really loud right now, so hopefully that doesn't affect anything. But let's get into it. We're going to start in the East. The 1-8 matchup, Milwaukee-Orlando. Orlando has a great storyline. I would say Jonathan Isaac got hurt, which really hurt them. And Aaron Gordon's great and all, but he can't handle Milwaukee. Even though Milwaukee struggled in this series, they won't. I'm going to take them probably in 4. The Lakers will play either the Trailblazers or Grizzlies when this is coming out. It should be around game time for Portland and Memphis for their first game. If Portland wins this game, then they will go on to face the Lakers. Memphis has to beat them twice for them to get to face the Lakers. So if Memphis plays the Lakers, which would be a miracle, I think, they would have to beat Portland twice. Then I think I think Memphis would probably lose pretty badly to the Lakers. They could probably take a game, but the Lakers are much better. The Lakers against Portland, however, would be a very interesting series. I think Portland, if they're playing like Damian Lillard has played like an MVP in the bubble, he has been the MVP in the bubble so far, or I guess the bubble's over now, so he has been the MVP of the bubble. If he can play like that, the Lakers have lost all their perimeter defenders, basically. I mean, you have Danny Green, but he's shown signs that he's not the player he was during the championship runs he had with the Spurs. Avery Bradley's not there. Rondo is just now coming back, so he may or may not have a big impact. And then you have guys like Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith. They're not going to do anything. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is really now your only true defender that you have for guards, and for against Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, it's gonna be tough to defend that, and they can make threes. Melo, Gary Trent, you got guys like CJ and Dame. I mean, those 4 right there are really good at shooting threes, and they're gonna destroy you in that area. Now CJ has been hurt. I think he'll come back and he'll be fine. And then you have Whiteside and Nurkic in the middle they can both really play against AD. So I'm not going to take Portland right now. I might change my opinion later, but I think it'll be a heck of a series and could see it definitely going 7 games. For the Indiana-Miami matchup, 4-5 in the East. I think Miami will win the series. Just going to be straight up. TJ Warren has been great. He has a feud with Jimmy Butler that would be interesting to see. But TJ Warren has cooled off, and I think he will come back down to earth a little. I just think that just because, he's never really done what he did in the bubble before. I mean, he's not usually like that. And I think it's just a hot streak he's riding right now. I could be wrong, but I think he'll still average 20 to 25 in the series, and Miles Turner will do his thing on the board. But it's going to come down to Oladipo and what Oladipo can do, in my opinion, and I don't think that'll be a whole lot. I think he'll be decent, but to defend all of Miami's shooters, it's going to be really tough to keep up with Miami. Now, Miami is a younger team and not as many veterans on that team, but when you mix in guys like Andre Iguodala and guys like that who have been there, they do have some guys that have been there. So, in that case, I'm going to take Miami. OKC and the Rockets. This is a very interesting series. I will be quick. Russell Westbrook will be out for 2 or 3 games. In my opinion, it'll be 3 games. And I think James Harden, can hold it down. I really believe that. And I know I'm a homer because I love the Rockets, but I really do believe Harden will hold it down for 3 games. If Westbrook's out for the whole series, it'll be interesting. I think the Rockets would have just enough to squeak by. They really need Westbrook in their system. I do believe that, but I think they could squeak by. Now with the Thunder, they have a great story, great chemistry with each other, but do they have the firepower to keep up with the Rockets offensively? It's something that we just haven't seen yet. I mean, we'll have to watch the series. It is, I think, for the storyline purposes, I don't think Harden will let the Thunder beat him. It's just, I don't think it'll happen, just because of that would kill his story, his legacy. Honestly, if he lost this series, that would not be a good look for him. So I don't think he can let that happen. So I'm going to take the Rockets with or without Westbrook. With Westbrook, for the entire series, I think it would be 5. Without Westbrook for half of the series, it'll probably go 6. And if he's out for the entire thing, it probably would go 7. But I would take the Rockets anyway. I really do believe that. Now, in future series, it would be really tough without Westbrook. But for this series, I think they can handle it. For Boston, Philadelphia's just not, they've been bad. They just have not been good. Ben Simmons has been out, and he's going to stay out. Embiid has not been that guy. He just hasn't. And for that reason alone, I'm going to take the Celtics, because their 2 top players are not playing well. One of them's not playing, one of them's not playing well. And Boston has really good chemistry with a great coach. That's enough for me to take Boston. For Denver and Utah, Denver has Michael Porter Jr., who has really erupted in the bubble, and Utah lost Bogdanovich, who did not come to the bubble. And so you add a score to one team, you take one away from the other. That's enough for me to take the Nuggets right there. It's pretty simple for me for that series. For Toronto and Brooklyn, Brooklyn's a great team with a great story, and when Kyrie and KD get back, along with Spencer Dinwiddie, who did not go to the bubble, they're going to be scary. They really will be. They'll be a very scary team to the Bucks and the Celtics and the Raptors, even in the East. For right now, though, they don't have those players. So Toronto, with their depth and their great defensive play, will win this series for them. I think probably in 5 games. They might even only go 4. It could only go 4. I could see that happening, but I do think the Nets will win 1. The Mavericks and the Lakers in the Mavericks series, interesting. To me, the Lakers will win the series just because of Kawhi and Paul George, but I think they're 1 injury away from having the Mavericks steal this series. I think if Lou Williams, gets hurt, or one of their guys get hurt, it could be over. So, because they're a great player, but I don't think it's enough. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.